Lovers, welcome back to another exciting episode of KSB's book review. Long time no see. I've been receiving enough messages. Oh, where's KSB? KSB, I'm good. It's school that's keeping me off. I've been writing exams, reading for exams, mock here, mock there, Just keep me in your prayers, all of us that are in the last year of high school. I just want us to know that we got this. Keep us in your prayers because the journey is not easy so far. It's December, compliments of the season. Christmas is in a couple of days. It's 12 days to Christmas. 2025, where did you go before you know you're saying Merry Christmas, before you know you're saying Happy New Year? Lots of fantastic things happened this year. But hopefully next year, there will be a lot of amazing content. Like I plan to read do book readings in collaboration with Little Chapters Bookshop, because most of the books I read are gotten from them, so you can just easily get them from them. So look out for that and some more amazing content in 2026. Also, I think it was last month, we hit 200 subscribers. I've not really had time to talk about it, but thank you so much for 200 subscribers. Our reading community is growing, our channel is growing, and I really appreciate you lot for the love, for the care, for the support. Even when I'm not posting, like, oh, KSB, so I really like to appreciate you guys for the engagement and for the support. So I've actually read a lot of books, in the past couple of weeks, but this particular one that I'm reading, I decided to review it because it's a very powerful book, and I feel like all teenagers should get this book and read this book. My mom has been telling me about the book for a while, just that I didn't really. My mom had a copy, but like she couldn't find her copy. So, but like luckily for me, I was able to go to the library and I was able to find the book, and I decided, why don't I review as my next video. So in today's episode, the book I'll be reviewing with you today is Who Moved My Cheese for Teens, written by Spencer Johnson. It's actually Dr. Spencer Johnson, actually. So the author, Dr. Spencer Johnson, is a best-selling author that has inspired millions of lives with his best-selling novels. He has written countless inspirational novels, and this is one of them. There's Who Moved My Cheese for Teens, and there's also in Who Moves My Cheese, like the normal edition. That was the one my mom had, actually. So Who Moved My Cheese is a parable about change, about how people can adapt to change, and how they can be able to still be able to achieve their goals. Like the significance of the word cheese in the book is like something you want to achieve, a goal you want to achieve, whether it's getting better grades at school, getting a new job, finishing school, something like, it's like that's your cheese, right? And then the maize is what you do to work towards that cheese. So Who Moved My Cheese is talking about how changes that happen that affect the chances of us, the probability of us achieving those goals, how we can adapt to those changes, and how we can still be able to achieve those goals even through the trials and tribulations, even though we have to the twists and turns, the changes, because a maze is a very, a maze, you turn left, turn right, sometimes there's a dead end, you have to go back, so you have to take your time, you have to like adapt, to be the ability to adapt to change, right? And there were characters that were used. It was two mice and two little people that were used to show, that lived in a maze, that they used to show how you can achieve your cheese, right? And this book is a very powerful book because it shows how we can maneuver through uncertainties, because in life, when you take risks, because in life you have to take risks, and when you take risks there's number of uncertainties. So this book shows how we can move through uncertainties, how we can be able to face our fears. Another thing you can learn from this, one thing you can learn from this book is that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to do something that, even while being afraid. So those are some of the powerful lessons that you can learn from this book. So that is what Who Moved My Cheese is about. Also, some of the lessons you can learn from the book is that everything is possible. No matter the uncertainties, no matter how difficult it seems it may be, you will still always be able to achieve your goals. There's also another one, which is to be proactive. They quickly, like, the characters in the book always quickly move, and they are always ready to take any opportunity to be able to find that cheese. So that's the same way we should be when we are achieving our goals. We should be proactive enough to be able to like pursue our goals, to like look out for opportunities. Our eyes should be open to opportunities all the time. Another one is to let go of fear. Yes, no matter, there's some things that we want to do that will be scared, what people say, and you might not get acceptance from society and things like that, but it's also left to you to let go of that fear and like push through, be courageous to be able to push through to fulfill your goals. There are so many more lessons, but those are the few key takeaways that I can give for the sake of the video. There are lots of vocabularies used in this book, and one of the words that stood out for me in the book was homfrage, which means to lose something of value and importance very quickly. There were some of the characters, there were characters in this book. There was Sniff and Scruffy. I think those were the two mouse in the book, and there was also Hem and Haw, which were the little people that lived in the maze, and they were trying to constantly look for the cheese, and the parable was revolved around them as well. So my reasons for this book is a must read, especially for teenagers, because it will help you, to give you insights, there are a lot of things you can take away from this book that will teach you how you can be able to achieve your goals, how you can be able to adapt to any situation and be able to make maximum results out of it. For example, maybe in school or at work, they probably change a policy, and that policy will affect your mode of working. It shows you ways you can, it gives you lessons and tips and tricks on how you can be able to maneuver to be able to adapt to that new policy and still be able to bring out maximum output. So this book is definitely a must read from me, and I'm recommending all teenagers should read this book. If you're in the library or going book shopping, do well to look out for this book, Who Moved My Cheese for Teens, written by Dr. Spencer Johnson. It's a very exciting book, very engaging. It's something you can read in an hour, 2 hours. So it's not like it's a voluminous book. It's just a quick read, but even no matter how short it is, there's still a lot you can take away from it, and that's why I'm going to be recommending this book to you today. Don't forget about the reading challenge. The reading challenge is still on. I've read a couple of books. If I want to think top of my head how many books I've read this year, I've read a couple of books this year though, but I'll try to give the number of books I read maybe in the last video of 2025. I'll try to post a video before Christmas, and I'll try to post on Christmas Day possibly, and even at the end of the year, so I'll tell you the number of books, but right now I've written it down somewhere, but at the top of my head I don't really know the exact number, but I'll check. We have written it down. So I hope you're on the reading challenge. I hope you have friends that are on the reading challenge, and I hope you know the number of books you have read this year. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Compliments of the season, share the link with your friends. If there's anything you want me to do in my next video, anything you want me to say, any book you want me to review, drop it down in the comments. I'll definitely read it and I'll definitely reply to you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Always remember, readers are leaders who are way ahead of others. Bye.